not just giving legal validity to Article 370's abrogation, the Supreme Court verdict on Monday has also paved the way perhaps for return of statehood. What the Supreme Court has said is that by 30th September 2024, elections must be held in Jammu and Kashmir. Statehood must be restored ASAP. What government officials are indicating, government functionaries are indicating that there is a possibility, there is a window that along with Lok Sabha elections, the assembly elections of Jammu and Kashmir could also be held. As far as national security goes, law and order situation goes, Jammu and Kashmir situation repeatedly has been underlined as under control. So if the security situation is under control, what really is preventing the elections from happening? There was a delimitation process that was to be carried out. Election Commission has completed the delimitation process as well. So now the onus is in the court of the Election Commission of India to really sit with Government of India, figure out deployment of paramilitary and chalk out a schedule for elections. That aside, what else are the political implications of this verdict for Jammu and Kashmir? Number one, return to statehood. Number two, during the election campaign, what is it that the people will be promised by those who will campaign? The Bharatiya Janata Party is very clear. They are promising Naya Kashmir. They are promising a new age of development for the people of Jammu and Kashmir, a new age which is bereft of stone pelting, of terrorism, of separatist agenda. What is it that the National Conference and the PDP, how have they reacted to this verdict? That indicates what their political, campaigning could be. Omar Abdullah said, and he indicated in his tweet that dil na ummeed to nahi, which means hope still remains. So will their political campaign, will their promise to the people of Kashmir specifically still be on the lines of bringing back what the Supreme Court has said was temporary? Supreme Court has very clearly said that Article 370 as enshrined in our constitution was meant as a temporary provision. The constitution of Jammu and Kashmir was to be subjugated to the constitution of India. Indian constitution would always have a larger role to play, and therefore nobody can claim that we were promised a separate law, separate rule, and therefore we will not follow what the Indian constitution says. So that has been made very clear by the Supreme Court of India. What then really awaits in terms of future, political future, democratic future and development of the people of Jammu and Kashmir? If there is relative peace, if there is no separatism, if there are no hartal calls, if markets open, if tourists come there, economically speaking, this is what the Bharatiya Janata Party has been selling to the people of Kashmir since August 2019. And now once again, that is their mainstay. There are some concerns about domicile. There are some concerns not just in the valley but also in the Jammu region. So the Bharatiya Janata Party will have to ensure that those concerns are taken care of. The PDP and the National Conference, what is it that they can bring to the table other than development? Is Kashmir finally going to move towards a stage where everybody will have a developmental narrative, a developmental agenda to offer to the people? That is the big takeaway from this judgment. The Supreme Court has also made it very clear that as far as Kashmiri Pandits go, there has to be something for them, a Truth and Reconciliation Commission. When you are talking about a Naya Kashmir, can you really leave aside the Kashmiri Pandits who have been forced to leave their homeland and who have not managed to come back? How will they come back if there is no reconciliation? So that is what Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul, a Kashmiri Pandit himself, belongs to that community, spoke about. So a path has been laid for the government of India, and now the ball is firmly in the court of the people there to take what the Supreme Court is saying was always yours. Take India's development, India's future, as your development. That is the message for the common Kashmiri, for the people of Jammu and Kashmir from the Supreme Court.